Hello,
Hi.
it's me again. I'm Denise, and this is Greg, and this is the Dover Public Library podcast. Today, we're going to talk with Greg and his interesting machine that he put together. Um, One thing that I find that's pretty fascinating is Greg is a longtime patron of the library, but he really doesn't check out any books. He comes in and uses our computer because he doesn't have a computer at home, and through his research and all that, he put together this machine. And honestly, he was talking to me about it, and I had no clue what he was talking about. I just stood there, okay, okay. Then he brings this in the other day, and it's absolutely fascinating that he put this together just by using the library computer. And because he's been so interested in science and all that, he's going to explain a little bit about it, what all these things are, and then he's going to make it work and generate some electricity. Okay, Greg, how's this thing go?
So this is called a Wimshurst machine. They were uh, invented in the 1800s by a physicist, I believe.
Okay.
It works on static electricity. It's one of the first generators um,
Huh.
ever invented, ever produced.
All right.
So there's a there's two discs here. They counter rotate and they work through induction somehow. I don't know exactly how that process works.
But how do you plug it in?
There's no plug. It's just static off of the discs. Generates static.
And what's in here?
Oh,
These
don't
little things.
don't touch that.
I won't.
Those are capacitors, or basically they're batteries. Uh,
Okay.
there's BBs inside of it. This is just a capacitor I made out of a ketchup and mustard bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So the outside is copper foil tape, and the inside is BBs.
Okay.
And then there's a thin layer of plastic between them, so it works like
Like with the
as a
bottle.
capacitor. Yeah.
Okay. And the copper pieces that are going in this round disc, is the significance of that?
Um, well, that's where the static comes from, per se.
Okay.
Like if each their sectors, they're called, what they call them, and the brushes rub against them, and one I think one set of brushes will pull the charges from the discs, and another set, no, there's positive and negative
Oh, okay.
for one side is positive, like one side is negative. Somehow the bars like make a section of each disc that
Okay.
like one stays positive, one stays negative, and they'll get like transferred to the other side. And once the buildup is enough, it'll spark from the gap there.
All right. I'm gonna move the camera here so you can see.
Yeah.
So once you move it,
These
these things right here are going to spark and
these
with an
these
electric
these
charge.
collect the charge from the discs, and it puts it into the capacitor, and it stores the charge, and then this is the electrode, and it shoots.
Huh. And you figured all of this out because one, you're interested in electricity and science, and then by watching videos and doing research on a computer here at the library.
Yeah,
Okay. Can you make it do its thing?
yeah. So it's hand crank, and there's no batteries or like anything powered. These are capacitors are basically batteries, but they're not your per se batteries.
Right.
But you just wind it up with this hand crank, and it goes make friction.
Oh, yes.
The camera can't see it, so actually I'll pick it up a little bit now.
Uh-huh. And what we'll do is we'll turn the lights off and then do it again, and so you can get a much clearer picture of that. Now, from start to finish, how many hours do you have in this? Do you know?
I've been working on it. I have no idea. I've spent like I wasn't real uh I wasn't real hasty to get it built. I've been like trying to do it as cheap as possible, like trying to go to different stores, trying to think outside the box, thinking like what can I use, where can I find scrap parts,
Hmm.
different stuff like that. But I've been I mean, really, I've been working on gathering parts just for months, really.
Mm.
But I probably wanted to build it for about 3 to 5 years now. But I just now, like, in the past few months, like, I actually got around to building it.
All right. And you've been interested in science and electricity since you were a kid, like?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I always had a kind of a strange fascination with electricity.
Can you do it again? I like the little thing right there. I don't know. I don't think the camera can quite pick it up. Your little hand crank looks like a,
I can think about it.
oh,
Yeah,
okay. Looks like a little lightning bolt.
yeah, it's in the shape of a lightning bolt.
I think that's cute. Yeah, like a little lightning bolt, like a little Harry Potter.
I thought that was quite fitting
Yeah,
for the machine.
right. All right. If you're interested in electricity, we have books here at the library. This is on Tesla and Edison. We also have books in the children's department on electricity. There's also this crash course on basic electricity and electricity demystified. So we do have things at the library if you're interested in electricity, finding out more about it, things like that. Is there anything that you want to add, Greg?
Uh, this this machine in particular is like different than any other machine that I've seen like videos of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it's basically my own design. I kind of took a bunch of other things that I saw and kind of put them together and then kind of put my own twist on it too.
All right.
I just say if you're gonna build one, well, there's you can get I guess you can get blueprints online for
Oh,
them. I did not get one or any because I didn't want to spend money on it. So I just I guess basically just watch tutorials and figure it out for myself. It was not an easy build, that's for sure. I still haven't got all the bugs out yet. I'm still working out some bugs.
well, that's all right. But you invented all this, put it all together by using a computer at the library. That's neat.
Yeah, a bunch of research.
All right. If you have any questions about the machine or anything for Greg, put a comment below and I'll see to it that he gets it. All right. Thank
Also,
you.
I
Oh,
should say
go ahead.
if you should probably have some what's the word mechanical know-how. I can't think of the proper
Mhm.
term I'm thinking of or understanding, and definitely don't be afraid
Because
to get
this can be
frustrated.
a shocking experience, correct?
Definitely, yeah, I've got shocked multiple times now.
All right.
Not not
Uh,
not very fun.
no, it isn't. Oh, all right. Well,
Oh,
thanks. Oh,
yeah,
go ahead.
these machines, with a 15-inch disc like I have, um, I've read and researched that they will put out 75,000 volts.
Oh my. All right. If this unit here was bigger, would it make more electricity?
I think it's possible, yeah.
Okay.
I think it probably would.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming in and sharing about this invention. Do you have more to add?
Yeah, you want to see the big part?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Watch him work here.
so we got like about a 1-inch gap right now. Yep, we got about a 1-inch gap. I got this copper bar. I'm gonna put between the two capacitors.
This.
Yes. And it is going to increase the current. We're gonna get a lot bigger spark than the ones you was just seeing.
A little bit.
Okay. So we did have a 1-inch gap. And I'm gonna put like a 2¼ inch gap, which it should be able to jump that pretty easily, I think. I've gotten a 2.5-inch gap on this machine so far, which if you look it up, like how much electricity it takes to make a 2.5-inch gap is 75,000 volts.
Oh,
2-inch gap.
it can jump that far? The electricity?
Just it's a 2.5. No, I got it to jump once. When I got it to jump 2.5 inches, I actually had it set up for two, and instead of sparking up here, it actually jumped across here.
Oh,
Then I measured it. I was like, oh, that was 2.5 inches.
okay.
That's 2 inches right there. Actually, it's like 2.125 inches. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Might be able to start seeing what's that called? Arcs between my sectors. You hear the static?
Mhm. Yes.
I hear it building up. I see a bunch of arcs off my brush back here. I guess the air temperature,
Mhm.
or not like the air, the humidity will play a big role in your sparks too. It's better to have a dry environment. So if there's humidity in there, it makes it even harder to spark. Well, looks like I might need to close it up just a little bit. That was disappointing. I'll try angling it more this way. There's a 2 inch gap. All right, we'll try again.
Oh,
Oh, there it was. All right.
all right.
I was seeing a lot of arcing in the dark off my brushes here.
Mhm.
Did you see it? That was a good one.
Thank you for sharing this. This is pretty cool.
It takes a minute or a while because it's got to charge up those capacitors before it releases that energy. Now the capacitors are charged up and it's shooting good because it didn't take very long for that second one to go at all.
One more time.
Yeah. Let's see one more. I think it should be firing anytime. We know it will because we just seen it do it. Yeah, that was a pretty good spark.
It was. That was a good one.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Greg, for sharing the machine. And remember, just by using the library computer, you figured all this out. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
lots of research.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of videos.
All right. Thank you very much for tuning in. Like I said, leave a comment below. Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.